Hey guys, welcome back to See Mindy Mom. I'm Mindy. Today I am in my kitchen and I am whipping up a chocolate cupcake with whipped icing that comes out to just 5 smart points per cupcake on WW Freestyle, so stay tuned. Okay, I am in my kitchen. It is a gray, rainy, dreary Saturday. I managed to hop in the shower and wash my hair and dry it, but I did not put on any makeup today. And as you guys know, when you are in my kitchen, I usually have 3 little ones running in and out of the frame or that you can hear running around the house. And of course, with it being kind of a yucky Saturday, you probably will definitely hear them. Here they come now. I am whipping up some cupcakes today. I am trying to make a little bit more WW friendly, a recipe for cupcakes that I have used for years. So let me turn you around and show you the ingredients that I am using. And hopefully these will come out to really nice full-size cupcakes with kind of a whipped vanilla topping that will be just 5 smart points a piece. Okay, you guys, here are the ingredients that I'm using for the cake part, the cupcake part. I'm using a Betty Crocker Super Moist Chocolate Fudge Cake. This is not sugar-free, just the regular cake mix. I'm using a box of sugar-free instant chocolate pudding, half a cup of milk, about half a cup of applesauce. I only have the cinnamon kind, unsweetened. Make sure you have unsweetened that doesn't have added sugars, but that'll be fine. 1 cup of non-fat plain Greek yogurt, 5 tablespoons of light butter. I have weighed that out on my scale, so I know what I have there, and I will melt that before I put it into the cake. And then 4 eggs. And then for the frosting, I'm going to use 1 cup of milk and 1 package of vanilla sugar-free pudding and 8 ounces of Cool Whip free. So I'll get to that in a little bit, because I'll make the frosting, icing, whatever you want to call it later. But 1 cup of fat-free milk is 3 smart points, 1 box of vanilla sugar-free pudding mix is 3, and 8 ounces of fat-free Cool Whip is 15. So the icing will be 21 points altogether. Now for the cake, I do not care for sugar-free cake mixes. They hurt my stomach, along with other sugar-free baked good items. And I think part of the deal is this, you know, if I'm using an entire package of this in 24 cupcakes, it's just a tiny little bit of it that gets in there with the chemicals and the, you know, artificial sweeteners. But when you're using a sugar-free cake mix, that's a lot of artificial sweeteners. So I think that's why it irritates me to use the sugar-free cake mixes, but not the sugar-free, like, small things like this. But make sure that you scan your cake mixes. This one scanned at 71 smart points for the box, 71 smart points. The chocolate pudding is 5 smart points for the box. I did not know that it was more than the vanilla. Half a cup of fat-free milk is either 1 or 2 smart points. Either way, it doesn't change the total in the cupcakes. I forgot to check that. It's either 1 or 2. And then here's the butter is 10 smart points. It's 10 smart points for 5 tablespoons of light butter. And here's the deal, you guys. I am counting 1 point for the applesauce, 1 point for the Greek yogurt, and 8 points for the eggs. Even though those are 0 smart points on Freestyle, that is not the way that WW intended for us to consume those and have them be worth 0 points. So I think with that all together, it comes out to like 98 smart points. Yeah, 71 plus 5 is 76, plus 10 is 86, plus 10, yeah, 96 smart points. And then 97 smart points, and then with that it comes out to like 118. It's about 120 smart points for all of the ingredients in the recipe, and so it comes out to across 24 cupcakes, 5 smart points per cupcake. Again, make sure you scan if you're using different brands of the ingredients, and you can decide what you want to do about the 0-point ingredients. I'm just telling you what I'm doing for tracking those cupcakes in my tracker. So I'm going to combine all the ingredients for the cakes and get them for the cupcakes and get them into the cupcake mold and into the oven, and then I'll do the frosting. So let's get started. My oven is already preheating to 325. I'm preheating it to 325, so they'll be ready to go in whenever we're done mixing them up. finished cake batter. It's nice and thick. Oh, I did add about a 1/4 cup of water because it was a tad too thick. It was more like brownie batter. So I added about a 1/4 cup of water. I just ran out of cupcake liners, you guys, so I'm gonna have to use my Halloween ones to finish this out. I just have 2. The other thing I do, since I have reduced the oil so much in this recipe, is I spray my liners with a little nonstick cooking spray. Not sure if it helps, but hopefully it does. Okay, you guys, here they are. It filled this 24-tin muffin pan like completely full. As you can see, I think you could easily stretch this depending on how these bake up. I am just going to pop these into the oven now, and I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes and check them, and then I'll let you know at the end how long I actually baked them. I always err on the side of cooking it, of checking on it soon, and then adding minutes as I need it to finish up. Okay, so while the cupcakes are cooking, I'm going to get to work on my frosting. It's kind of a faux buttercream frosting, I'm hoping. I'm going to start with 1 cup of skim milk, and then I'm going to beat into that 1 package of vanilla sugar-free pudding. Now, I know that the instructions call for 2 cups, but I'm not making pudding. I'm making something to ice the cupcakes with, so I want it to set up thicker. So I'm gonna start with 1 cup of milk and 1 package of sugar-free pudding, and I'm going to beat that really, really well, and then I'm going to fold in about 8 ounces of fat-free Cool Whip, and then I will put that in the fridge and see how it sets up, and hopefully, I'm hoping if it works out the way that I want to, that it will set up kind of with the sort of consistency that I can ice the cupcakes. Okay, here's what it looks like. Tastes good. It tastes like whipped. You know how they have the whipped icing on the cakes sometimes? It's like whipped cream icing. I'm going to pop that into the fridge. I'm going to cover it with saran wrap and pop it into the fridge. And hopefully it will set up and get a little bit like stiffer, thicker, so that I can frost the cupcakes with it. I seriously hope that these taste as good as they look right now. They are baking up beautifully. Oh my goodness, you guys. Look at how awesome these turned out. I'm wondering if they'll sink a little when they cool, but that's actually okay. It would make a little dip for the frosting. They're huge too, they're big. These aren't little dinky cupcakes, let me tell you. These are like big size cupcakes. I'm so excited. This is what is going on in my house right now. They got this hovering thing for Christmas. And they're shooting the Nerf gun at it. I don't know. Rainy Saturday, you guys. Any port in a storm.
Wait, yeah.
Okay, show them how it works. Yeah, there it goes.
Here. Okay,
It's like a hovering thing, and when it gets close to anything, show them. When it gets close to anything, it moves, right? Yeah. So like if you put your hand under it, it moves away.
And then
It's kind of cool, really.
And at some point it'll run into something and fall down.
Yes. What can I say? My children know how to make up really interesting games with the toys that they have. I can remember last summer with the scooters, they were setting up the giant waffle blocks like bowling pins and scooting down into them. It was like waffle block bowling. And now they're playing with the hovercraft. I don't know. You know, super creative. I'll always encourage that. Okay, my icing has been chilling for a couple of hours now, so I'm gonna take it out. And it's kind of more the consistency when I checked on it of like a custard or a mousse. It's not as light and fluffy as I thought it would be, but I think it's still gonna work just fine. I'm going to actually put it into a Ziploc bag and cut the tip off and then pipe it onto the cupcakes. I find that it's way easier to kind of control the amount and make sure you've got enough to spread across all the cupcakes. I am going to freeze half of these. 12 of them I will put in the freezer, and then the others I will store in the refrigerator. I think I'm gonna need to do that, obviously, since there's milk and Cool Whip in the topping that's on them. So I'm gonna get started doing that, and then we will taste them and see how they are. Okay, you guys, so here is the final verdict. I'm gonna test this out and see how it tastes. It's really soft. It's kind of a big bite, but okay, that is good. That is really good. The cake is really soft and moist. It tastes, honestly, it tastes a lot like my regular chocolate cupcakes that have a bunch of oil in them. The topping, it is more like a custard. I've got some there. It is more like a custard, but I like it a lot. I think it would be even better chilled. Obviously, I've popped some in the freezer. I actually like my cake chilled. So I think it would make it even decent just out of the freezer for a couple of minutes and like really cool. It's really good. I like it a lot. I better try one more bite just to make sure. What do you think? Good? All right. See if they're filming.
Why does he have a bigger bite than me?
He doesn't.
No, he has like more icing than me.
No, I think you do, and it doesn't matter. Just try it. It's just a try. You can have a whole one later. What do you think?
Delicious.
Give them a thumbs up or thumbs down. Which do you think it is? Thumbs up? All right. Okay, that's what I have for you guys tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed this cook with me video, and hopefully this is a recipe that you might enjoy or like. Let me know in the comments if you try it. As always, I'd love it if you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll check in with you guys real soon. Bye.